Do. It's the pod.
Welcome to the G.A.Y pod! Oh my god!
Hey, so off rip, I'm just gonna say, last week's podcast didn't get the crazy edits I like to do. This week's podcast isn't getting the crazy edits I like to do. And that's because our lives have been crazy.
We've been living!
But you want to know what? At the end of the fucking day, it's about getting in the stew.
Exactly.
And making the podcast episode.
And what are we doing?
We're in the stew and we're making the fucking
We're making it fucking happen,
yeah, we're making
you guys.
it happen, baby. How are you?
I'm so good, honestly.
Good.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. I totally forgot.
That was the elephant in the room.
Oh my god. Maddie at the beginning of the episode was like, do you want to talk about the elephant in the room at the beginning of the episode? And I was like, for a second, my brain went, the Wicked trailer? But no, that was not it. It's Pride Month. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Fuck TERFs. Fuck the right. Pride will always exist even if you don't know about it.
Yep.
So, yeah. Everyone keep fighting.
Yep.
Keep fighting to have those celebrations. Keep fighting for parades. Keep fighting for space. Don't let people push you out of it because you have the right to exist and celebrate.
Yep.
Even if that means dong out at the Pride Festival, hopefully after 6 p.m.
As long as it's not in front of children.
Straight up.
Do your thing.
How do you feel? Okay. I know you're not a cis gay man.
Yes. Yeah, that would be correct.
How do you feel about people wearing like overclothes or even shirtless, like harnesses and like pup hoods and like stuff? How do you feel about people wearing like semi kink gear at Pride during the day?
I feel like during the day it's like a lot of like kid friendly stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just as long as it's not in front of kids.
Yeah, because,
like,
well, my whole thing is, like, obviously I can't control what other people are going to do.
Yeah.
And Pride has always existed as that space where people express their kinkiness. So I think if I ever had a kid and they were like, why do they have a dog mask on? It would literally hit them with the, you'll find out when you're older. Because that's all, that's all you can really say.
Yeah.
Like, you can just be like, kids don't really press, and if they do press, you just like, I literally can't tell you until you're older, I'll go to jail.
No, literally.
So
I say get your freak on. You know,
yeah, just don't get
thing.
naked in front of kids. That's weird.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, guys.
People who are fighting to be like, well, kids don't have a space at Pride. Well, the only way we're going to be able to normalize this is if children are also able to enjoy the experience. And I'm also a big fan of like, if you have a designated time to show up and be dong out, tits out, whatever, then just show up at that time. No one's asking you to show up earlier.
No, you could sleep in, get your rest, you know,
pre-game,
get ready, like do your thing.
Something just jumped off the table and was like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
What was it?
Can't disclose that information.
Love.
But
yeah, no, happy Pride.
Happy Pride,
I just wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Not a hot button topic for you, but a hot button topic that's been infiltrating my For You page. Guys, if you couldn't tell, I have a little bit of a mega queer like For You page on TikTok. If you follow me, you know.
He sends me all the good fucking TikToks.
There is drama in the furry community right now. And the drama is at certain conventions, there's a term called poodling. And what that means is you just have on your head and you just have on like your hands. Because, you know.
Oh, like a
poodle.
Okay.
There's a really big convention is saying that we don't want to see human skin during the convention because it ruins the magic. And I'm like, from what I've gathered from why people are upset, this con takes place during the summer. Mm-hmm. And first of all,
those things gotta be hot. You gotta be fucking sweating in that fucking suit.
Also, we're not 12. Like
you're gonna smell, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and also, again, there's not children there. So whatever magic you're talking about being ruined is purely just coming from how you think something should go, convention runner. But I think it's crazy to require people, if they want to dress up, they have to go all out or nothing.
I say let the pits be free so you can wear the deodorant.
Yeah, let yourself not overheat. That's a crazy concept, maybe. But I just thought that, like, you would think in, like, a niche thing like that where people don't have a lot of rules, it's weird to enforce a rule like that.
That's crazy.
But, yeah.
I love where hey guys, welcome back.
Well, we might as well hit all the weird shit about Pride.
Yeah.
Not weird, negative. Weird, positive.
Guys, we are weird.
Yeah, like...
When we say weird, it's like a good thing.
When we started doing the podcast and then the Critical Role Weird Kids podcast came out, I literally sent it to Maddie and was like, this is us just in a different font.
Literally.
Like, I wish I was editing this because if I just did a side-by-side, people would be like, oh.
Yeah. Be like, yeah, those are the same people, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, also speaking of Pride, the Wicked trailer came out.
The Wicked trailer, I hadn't seen it. I think it came out yesterday.
Tell me your thoughts just from first. We watched it before we started recording. Tell me, you've seen the musical.
Yes.
Tell me your thoughts about the trailer. How different is it from the musical? Like, because I want to know that stuff. So going in, I kind of can. Not that I want to know what is or isn't in it, but I also just.
It's kind of hard though because like there's not a lot of context in the trailer. It's just a lot of like doom doom doom.
Well, yeah.
Line like it's I don't know. It looked really good though. Like. I think it's definitely going to be different from the musical. Like, they have to adapt it in some sort of way. And I think the director, John M. Chu, he said that there's an added song that, like, they wrote. So it wasn't a part of the musical.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know how I feel about it, but, you know, we can just see how it fits in the context of the story and the context of the movie. And if it adds to the story, then, like, hell yeah, why not? And if it's a good fucking song, like the rest of the soundtrack has been, like, I'm down for another song.
Yeah, I mean, I have faith. Like I said.
What did you think?
I think he already. I know nothing about what the fuck is about to happen. So, I FaceTime Maddie with this question. I don't know what the fuck Madame Horrible does. Like, I know in the first movie she had that little scene where she's like, I think she says weather magic is my specialty, and she like twirls her hand a bunch and makes the rain go away. But like, is that all she can do? I mean, like, you're just a lower grade storm at that point. I saw her making a tornado, which I assume is the twister that touches Earth. But then my question is, if she knows that Oz and Earth are a separate place, are there people from Oz who can willingly travel to and from Oz and Earth? Because in the movie, they make it a point to say that this is like a dream, right? So my question still sits.
Sorry.
Like, I like that Wicked posits the idea that this pocket dimension exists, because that's just fun. And obviously with Wicked, with the movie, they're able to take bigger swings like that. So I just have a lot of questions about it. I know, like, we can just say it's magic, but I'm a weirdo, and I like when movies have magic, I like when there are rules, so that I can understand, like, if someone is doing something outside of the rules, it makes you go, whoa, dude.
Yep.
Like, it makes you kind of stop and think for a bit.
Yeah.
They're gay. Like, I'm sorry, like, John M. Chu, I think, is taking matters into his own hand and is like, a gay man wrote this. So I can read through the subtext and think that they have something romantical going on.
Please. God.
Like, at this point,
God.
please just do that.
That would make it 10 times better for me.
Also, I said this to Maddie earlier. They know what they're doing when they release that trailer during Pride. Like, during the first week of June.
Week?
Low-key, when they were like, trailer tonight, I was on Twitter every hour just being like, okay, so I read that at 8:30 and I was like, okay, so maybe they'll post it at noon.
Yeah.
Refresh. Nothing. I was like, damn. Was like refreshed again at 4. Nothing. I was like, damn. Refreshed at 6. Boom, it was there. Immediately I watched it. So obviously they got me locked in.
Yes, I love that. Yes. Musical got a hold of him.
No good deed. And that's the only part of the song that I know. And I'm already like, that might be my favorite song of the second part. We'll see. We'll see.
Crazy. You're claiming your song already.
I mean.
Claim your track.
Have you watched more Parks and Rec?
Yes. Wait, I need to look on where we are at because we've.
So I'm almost done with.
We did some below deck watching.
I'm almost through season 5. Like, I'm almost.
I know. Wait. Okay. So Mac and I were house sitting because Tonio went on vacation.
Yes.
And we popped on his TV and we're like, oh, let's watch some more Parks and Rec. And so we go down to Parks and Rec and we go, oh my God, he's like past us already. He started behind us.
Yeah. It's It's probably not also fair that some of the show I don't have to look at to know what's happening.
You literally just fucking... What has happened so far? Ben and Leslie are back together.
Yay.
Yay, we love that. They had the court scene. That was a crazy episode.
Where
Fuck Chris.
Where Chris
Fuck
Traeger
you,
becomes
Chris
a villain.
Traeger. Fuck you, Chris Traeger. Fuck you for trying to keep my babies apart. Ben and Leslie... Wait, I get why people say Parks and Rec is better than The Office.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it's like tenfold better. It's 10 times
cool.
funnier. It's different kind of humor too.
Yeah.
I just find it funnier.
One of the things that I think I just realized when you were pointing it out, why it's better than The Office, it seems like everyone hates each other in The Office, and most of the dynamic is them like poking fun at each other.
Yes.
But in Parks and Rec, there's really only one character that gets the brunt end of the stick, but he's also he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like he has a moment where he's like, I'm just here until I can get my pension and retire.
Yeah.
And so he's like jokes on them, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Jerry, Gary,
Larry.
Jerry, Gary, right now.
Jerry Gary. I don't even think it gets to Larry, but
That's fucking
Jerry
hilarious.
Gingrich. Huh? My favorite I think one of my favorite scenes, I don't know if you've seen it yet, where Leslie's like first
We ended off with get on your feet.
So she started her campaign.
Oh my god, why was that the most heartfelt episode ever?
Yeah.
Oh my god, sorry guys, it's coming back to me.
Also, when her managers drop her and they do the Christmas thing and she goes, Anne's like, your managers dropped you. Who cares? We're gonna help you run for office. And Ben being like, you should go in there by yourself.
I literally cried. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I literally cried.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, wait. That show is so good.
Has Anne done the thing?
I really like Anne.
She's cool.
I'm sorry, I take it back. I was
that's
an Anne
why
hater.
that's why I said I think you're like Anne.
I think we're just like...
We are like Anne and
We're
Leslie.
like Anne and Leslie.
It really sucks. Like, that's why when we're doing the pod, when she's like, when she's like, I'm not a steamroller. Let me tell you why I'm not a steamroller. And just keeps talking over Anne. And Anne's like, you're a steamroller. You're a big, fat, like, loud steamroller. I was like, got whacked.
But it's her, like, one moment. And, like, good for her.
Yeah.
Get it, Anne.
But
that's crazy. Oh, my God. That's literally us.
When she was like, when Leslie was on the phone being like, well, if I do go out with him, then, like, da-da-da-da could happen. And Anne's like, no, don't, please. And then she goes, shut up, Anne. And she goes, yay! Like, talk about ride or dies, too.
Oh,
like,
my God. I love that you can quote this show. That's my favorite thing.
What else,
He's always quoted Parks and Rec through our friendship, but I've just, like, never got it. And I love that I can get it now.
Champion? Have you met Champion, the three-legged
dog?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, yes.
You're going to take him to a pound and get him put down. I'm not going to put down a three-legged dog. The Halloween party.
Oh, my God, so cute. Ron and Anne.
Going around their little side. I love when characters have a side quest.
I love that for them. And Anne was, like, so into it. She's like, wait, I want to know.
We're going to jingle the Friggle hose. And Ron's like, that was absolute nonsense. She goes, yeah, but it felt good. Real. And then when he's like, you should take these tools.
So cute.
Love Ron Swanson.
Love Ron Swanson.
Oh! So, buckle up, Buttercup.
Oh, no, guys.
I don't think you've gotten to the episode yet. I kind of hoped you had because this would make more sense in context. So, spoiler alert.
Oh, no.
It's like a big spoiler. That's why I don't... It's not big, but it's like it tells you what's going to happen in the future. But I'll try to keep it as carte blanche. Is that how you say it? I'll try to keep it as carte blanche as possible.
Okay.
At my job, I'm a customer-facing role. I meet a lot of people. Some of the people I've met multiple times in a row because they just come back. There's this one guy that I know, and him and I are talking or whatever, and he's talking about how he's retiring from a magazine. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, what was your publication? He says it was about woodworking. And I was like, oh, that's so funny. Like, I'm actually watching Parks and Rec, and, like, Ron Swanson is, like, a big woodworking guy. Like, And I jokingly was like, it would be crazy if you knew Nick Offerman, and he was like, I do.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, okay, what do you mean? Like, explain. And he goes to explain about how, like, this woodworking publication has been super, super popular, and he went on the Martha Stewart show at one point to, like, talk about wood or whatever. Happy Pride. And then, and then Nick Offerman was there and was like, I'm a fan of you. And the dude was like, that's great. Like, I know who you are. Like, I'm a fan of you. So then they just chatted. They realized they have a lot of common because Nick Offerman is a lot like Ron Swanson in real life.
Oh, my God.
Cut to, this guy literally has a cameo on Parks and Rec. Like, is dropped by name. Like, has a name drop in camera time and probably receives 2-cent royalties every 2 months or whatever. But, like, he's in it. Because he knows Nick Offerman, because the frame of the episode is Ron Swanson's chair design won at some woodworking competition, and the gag is that his friend gets second place to him.
And that's
the guy that I know.
Shut the fuck up.
So, Bash and I then get into this. So first of all, mind you, this is what I do to this man verbatim. Like, I'll talk loudly enough so the mics can pick it up. I was like, okay, so I know I'm going to be geeking out here, but can I shake your hand? I was like, it's really nice to meet you. Like, I don't like to claim that I'm a mega fan of anything, but, like, Parks and Rec is, like, one of my favorite shows of all time. Like, not to get sappy, but, like, it taught me about, and maybe you feel this way too, it talks about the importance of government, like, at even just, like, a local community level. Like, how interactive it can be and just how open it is. The citizens of Pawnee are also one of my favorite like, all of them are my favorite characters, just because during those town hall meetings, some of the best moments happen. But no, like, we just got chatting and he goes, yeah, I can kind of tell you're kind of a fan. And I'm like, I hated being called out like that. But after I thought about it, I'm like, I guess I am.
Yeah.
Like, I am a mega fan of Parks and Rec.
Who cares? That's a great thing.
Yeah, and so then Bash and I started formulating thoughts.
Love this.
We started doing 4 degrees removed from Kevin Bacon. So he has Nick Offerman's phone number in his phone currently.
Crazy.
He spent 2 days on set. He spent 2 days on set on Parks and Rec.
He knows the guy.
He knows Nick Offerman. So by extension, if he needed to, could reach out to Amy Poehler.
Yeah.
And then by that, I am 4 degrees removed from one of the most epic women ensemble casts of SNL ever.
Hey, that's kind of crazy.
And even crazier, which means we are 3 degrees removed. Well, I know Asa, so that's 1. We'll bleep his name. I know he knows Nick Offerman, and then Nick Offerman knows Leslie Knope. Sorry, Amy Poehler. That means that we are also 4 degrees removed from Adam Scott of Severance and Parks and Rec and Krampus fame, which means we're 5 degrees removed from Ben Stiller. What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell,
Did you see they did that?
Yeah, I did. That was so... Mark is hot. I thought that was so
Helly's
funny.
hot. Jem was hot.
And then, like, through extension, we know I could say that... And, like, him and Nick don't talk anymore. Like, they're not super, super close anymore because, you know, time goes on and whatever. Yeah. But, like, the idea...
Yes. No, literally.
Geeked out.
Hey, that's fucking cool.
And I've been waiting a week to tell Maddie.
That's so fun. Literally, before he left, he's like, hey, gotta tell you something. We're 4 degrees away removed from Amy Poehler.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Swag. Hell yeah. I love that.
So Amy Poehler on the Gay Pod is inevitable.
Yeah, we're going on her podcast. I think it would be really funny. Let me pitch it. I think it would be really funny if Amy Poehler had 2 random nobodies on her podcast.
Me too. Hey, Amy.
Why? Because 1, we're fun. 2, we're gay. It's pride. 3, he's a mega fan. I would say I'm a really big fan. I think we're really sexy and beautiful. And
Amy, have some normies on the pod. We're not that far away.
Hey, give some normies a chance.
Yeah, we're not that far away.
We're kind of funny.
Yeah, like, not to beg for scraps or anything, but Amy Poehler, if you don't put us on the podcast,
Amy, this is going to be really embarrassing.
like, I'll have our agent reach out to your agent.
Amy, this would be so embarrassing.
Also, she just had Renee Rapp on.
I saw.
Whoa! And the fact that she's like a mega fan of Renee Rapp is kind of funny.
That.
Like, I love that. Like, it's
I
so
love
cute.
her.
She is inviting everybody, well, except for a few people. She is inviting everybody I would ever want to hear from and have them have a conversation
Seth
on
Meyers?
her podcast. Yeah. That was a really good episode. When he started crying about SNL, that was very cute. It reminded me of us. And then when I recently saw the clip, I haven't watched the full episode, but I saw a clip from a little bit in where he's talking about how he was sitting with the ladies of SNL and Amy Poehler's like, you might only have 30 minutes. And then as soon as Tina Fey sits down, she's like, hi, it's so nice to meet you, but I think it's time for you to go. Or no, she goes, hi, it's so nice to see you. And it was so nice seeing you. And then he kind of read them. He's like, it was so impressive to have a table for yourself, a table for all your coats and bags, and at any given point, 2 of you were going through a tote. And I think that that's so funny.
Oh, I love them.
What do you got on your little list? What do you got?
Okay, my little list. It is a little list. Okay, so Mac and I were having a conversation last night, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. How do you think it's plausible that we all see different colors?
Oh, yeah, because there are people who are colorblind, girl.
Exactly.
I kind of watched
Wait. No. Her. Wait, hold on. She. Okay, that was my point. What were we talking about? It was like, wait, I don't know how to phrase this.
I went to the Atlanta Aquarium and learned that mantis shrimp can see more colors than we can. They can see like 2 million more colors than we can.
Okay, here was the fight.
Fight?
Not fight. Argument. Argument. Listen. Okay, I think that's yellow.
That's yellow.
Do you think in a different world you could see that as blue? Like, you would equate that to blue?
Yeah. Like if I was colorblind, maybe.
Exactly! It would only work if you're colorblind.
Yeah. I mean, people who are colorblind see reds as greens and greens as reds.
Yes!
Browns just don't look like anything.
Mac is gonna fucking roast me because I'm not explaining this right, but we'll have to do this off pod. She's gonna explain it, and then I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot. Wait, time out, guys. We'll circle back to this next week. Oh my god! We also watched Piece by Piece this weekend, which is Pharrell Williams' Lego documentary.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god! One, you have to watch it.
Okay.
It is so
But it's not like
good.
If it's not as good as Lego Batman, I'm not tapping in.
It made me cry.
Wow.
Like, literally made me cry. It was so good.
So
also,
I guess you weren't happy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Might be great about to say Despicable Me.
Also, we don't give enough credit to Pharrell Williams because he has made so many fucking songs that you're not gonna believe. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna play you a couple.
Also, Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars also has made a lot of songs.
He wrote a song for Adele that Adele covered and was more popular, and unfortunately Adele just has those pipes.
She really does.
Touching on a topic from last pod.
I have been
binging.
I guess listen binging to a playlist on Spotify called Pharrell Produced That? ?
Can I see the list?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Cash in, cash out, cash in,
Cash out.
That song is so good.
Oh,
this
wow.
one is crazy. But I just feel like not a fucking idiot, but...
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That's on my playlist. Not the edit one, but...
Dude, like, his signature... Like, beat is in everything.
Beyonce and Jay-Z are on this list. That is crazy.
His producer tag, sorry.
Did a lot of nerd songs.
Yeah.
Might as well just make him...
He's in Nerd.
I was going to say, might as well just make him a fucking member at that point. Nelly.
Yeah, he founded that.
Beyonce!
No, but, like, motherfucking... Wait, I just saw it.
That's so crazy. Milkshake brings out our boys to the yard.
And then you get
For a long time, I thought that was Fergie. Did she do it?
Kelly's?
For some reason, I always thought it was Fergie growing up.
It kind of sounds like Fergie, but wait.
Whoa! Full circle.
Ready? We're about to get up.
I hate this
It's
song.
such a banger, and I don't care what you say.
Y'all might hate me. Y'all might hate me. That song is about sexual assault.
It is. It's still got a good beat. Lyrics suck. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Wow. It takes, but like, you know more about music in this regard. It takes a lot of people to produce a song, right?
I don't really know. I think it could be like one person. It could be like a group of people.
My only insight into the music making world is when on a flight, I watched Straight Outta Compton. Banger movie, by the way.
I still need to see that.
Really good. I'm sorry when the police show up in Detroit and they're like, don't play that song. And they go, fuck the police. I was like,
I love that. I fucking love that.
Of course, Detroit. Like, right? No, I love that.
No, but Pharrell is so fucking underrated, and he probably created one of your favorite songs from the early 2000s/2010s.
Good for him. And that funky ass hat.
I love that funky ass hat.
What's that?
A hat? A crazy funky junky hat?
Again, I don't think we know the rest of it. For some reason, the only episode of that show that sticks out to me is when they're working in the Froyo plays.
The only one that I really, really remember, or one of the scenes that I really, really remember, is Jason and the little Moises Arias. Rico! And they're singing, beef jerky, say what? Somebody will get it.
That's Hannah Montana Girl.
Is that not the same?
The hat thing comes from Wizards of Waverly Place, mama.
Fuck. Sorry, guys. All the TV shows blend together.
That says
in my
more
brain.
about me, I think.
No, I think they just blend together in my brain.
Because I also remember those stupid ass, like, some of the...
Wait, what song did you even sing?
What's that? A hat?
Oh, yeah, it is. Fuck, you're right.
Because Piper was that girl, unfortunately.
She was. All her funky outfits. The pencil one.
Should have been a Drag Race judge at this point.
Can we get her back?
Question for you. Bash and I actually had a conversation last night about what for you is the line in a reality television show competition where you just don't like watching somebody.
God, that's so fucking hard because I feel like it really just depends on season to season.
Well, because he has an aversion to people who are being mean for being mean's sake. Because he knows that you go on the show and you pick a character to play as, and he thinks that people who just defaultly go for villain, that kind of says a little bit about something about their character. But
yeah.
While I agree in some cases, like, for example, the TikTok clip showed up of that one fucking guy on, I'm not even going to say his name, that one fucking guy on Survivor who outed the trans man on his season and claimed that... Have you seen that clip?
Yeah, I have.
That's
fucked
hard up. That is evil.
Yes.
Like, that's not cool.
No, that's not even picking a persona and going, you're just fucking evil.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm just trying to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks.
No.
What the fuck? Especially in the political climate that we're still in, and even at the time of that show, that season airing, that was still in. That conversation was still kind of like on the fringes of society.
Yeah.
So the fact that to millions of people you just like did that and thought that it was going to gain you reputation is fucking crazy. Especially as a queer man. Fuck you. But I just thought it was interesting. Like, because I feel like, and maybe you feel the same way too, studying film has ruined like a lot of magic for me. Like, not going to lie. People have been pointing out that Wicked kind of has a flat color palette. Do I agree? Yeah, in some shots, I can see this weird, like, pale filter over it, and I don't like it.
Valid.
But, like, on a show like Drag Race, which was the crux of this conversation, I just feel like I know how heavily produced it is. So I know that the reason they brought someone like Mistress Isabel Brooks back is because they know that she's going to generate something. Like, some type of drama. She's gonna be messy. Mm-hmm. She's gonna bring that to the game. But with the new point system and how it's working, Bash does point out a good point where, like, lower, and again, it's an opinion-based thing, but like lower tier drag queens can play the point game and be in the top 3 and make it to the next round without actually doing good in the competition. I get it. That's a totally fair critique of the season.
Yeah.
But I do think it says...
That's more in, like, production, don't you think?
I agree. I agree. I think that, like, the show is navigating towards, like, some Survivor territory now, where we're doing, like, points and alliances. And, like, in previous seasons of Drag Race, especially main season of Drag Race, that's never been the thing.
Yeah. That's probably why they're doing it on All Stars.
Yeah.
Just to try it out.
Well, they use All Stars for a lot of testing shit.
Yeah.
I would like to see a full season with the point system,
That'd
just
be
because I think it
cool.
would be interesting.
Yeah.
What else you got on your little list? We went from Pharrell to Survivor to Drag Race.
The girls are fighting. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, today is June. It's June. June 5th, 2025, and Elon Musk and Donald Trump are beefing on Twitter.
It's so funny. And honestly, like, I'm surprised it took him this long. So I wonder if, like, a contract went up or something. But, like, homie was that close from admitting that this whole election was a fraud.
Yeah, I know,
this
for real.
Close.
For real. It's crazy. He literally said, if you didn't see the tweet, Elon said the reason why the Epstein tapes haven't been released is because Donald Trump is in it.
Also, we knew that.
Obviously.
No shit, dog.
Duh.
The man doesn't have 23 sexual assault convictions against him for nothing.
Like, what the fuck? Duh. But yeah, that's just kind of crazy.
There's also rumors that he stinks like shit. Like, that he's actually, like, people who stand next to him are, like, convinced that
Donald
he's, like,
Trump or Elon Musk?
both. But Donald Trump, people are saying that he's, like, an actively decomposing body.
Ew, I hate that.
I can
That
believe
makes me
it.
shrivel.
Right? I still can't believe he faked an assassination
That's
attempt.
correct.
It was so low budget and so not good. Well, and the other crazy thing is, too, is, like, we might be getting into some dangerous territory. If I go missing, you know it's the T. Shh.
Don't listen.
Don't say that. But, like,
Don't listen.
the fact that in some world I could believe that he hired a shooter to try to shoot him and miss, but then the fact that he also killed members in his own audience. Whoa.
That's
Whoa.
crazy.
Because it's just giving very Hopper from A Bug's Life.
Wait.
Have you seen A Bug's Life?
Yes. Oh my god.
Okay.
Love A Bug's Life.
Sorry.
It's like one of the first movies I remember watching.
On VHS, I remember watching it, and I remember the weird little short in the beginning, and I did not understand. I thought there were two different old guys playing chess.
I don't remember that.
There's a little Pixar short in the beginning where you think it's two different old guys playing chess against each other, but then you realize it's just one guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Playing
But he has
sling.
fun.
Get it.
Yeah.
Get it, King. Play chess.
Talk about making your own fun.
No, for real.
No, but you're right to bring that up because I wanted to bring it up too.
That was wild. I miss Veep. Man, I fucking miss Veep.
Speaking of politics.
Sorry, guys.
Fuck
yeah.
you, Selena Myers.
What'd you say?
I said nothing. I said fuck you, Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I second that. Ooh, were you a Law and Order SVU girly or NCIS girly?
Neither. I don't. You want to know what I am, actually? I am a Criminal Minds girly.
Okay, that's valid.
Criminal Minds has better personalities. Like, Law and Order and what was the other one? CSI. NCIS.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Those two are really good at being, like, real about, like, the legal system and all that.
Yeah.
But I like Criminal Minds because the characters have personality and the over-the-top dramatics aren't that over the top. They're, like, still in the realm of possibility. Bash and I watched Criminal Minds Evolution.
Love. Is that the one with, what's his face?
Yeah.
The skinny little...
Yeah, the skinny little white guy.
Yeah.
It's a really good, like, standalone series. Like, you probably wouldn't have to watch any other season
Matthew Gray Googler, sorry.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to watch any other season of Criminal Minds to watch Evolutions, because that's what I did. I mean, I watched it when my sibling was watching it. Also, shout out Isabella for graduating! But, no, I didn't watch anything about... I didn't watch Criminal Minds like that, but then when Bash was watching Evolutions when it came out, I was like, wait, this is, like, a really fucking good, like, interconnected episode by episode. Like they almost do like a monster of the week formula leading up to just the big bad. It's kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
Like this big bad has created, I keep spitting everywhere, sorry. This big bad has created a network of serial killers that he's like activating or telling them to, and he's trying to lead the gang on a wild goose chase. It's really interesting.
Hell yeah.
It's the guy from Midnight Mass, the sad guy.
Oh.
And he plays the like criminal mastermind. It's really good.
Oh shit! Wait. Yeah. Okay. Slay. What do you have? What you got?
The first thing I don't even have to open my phone to see is my Vanilla Mace stream from last night.
I love Vanilla Mace.
Shout out Vanilla Mace.
Joe, shout out.
If you're ever in Portland and you want to come on the Gay Pod, hi.
Yeah, let's do it.
So here is my dream.
Okay. Spill.
We're hanging out with Vanilla Mace. It's like me, you, Bash, and a bunch of other people.
Love.
And we're having a good time. We're keying. We're getting lunch, like all this stuff. It's a real cash dream. But obviously dreams take a twist at some point.
Obviously.
She looks at me and goes, hey, can you buy these Pop Mart figures for me? I just don't have the funds right now. And obviously I'm a fan of her, so I'm like, sure, why not? And then it was $220 worth of Pop Mart stuff.
Vanilla.
Yeah. And I low-key was kind of bitter that she would ask someone to take that fall. But I tried to play it off like, no, it's cool. Like, it's fine. When I did not have the money in my dream. And I was like, hey, so, like, not to be a dick, but, like, I used the last of my money to buy that for you. Do you think you'll be able to spot me back? And Maddie knows I am not that person. Mm-mm. So that's how you know that, to me, this is, like, worst-case scenario when spending money.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, sure, no problem. But then, like, the rest of the time we were hanging out, it never really got brought up again. And then she was like starting to leave, and then like she left, and I was just really angry. And then we were doing something else, and I saw her, and I realized that my face was like angry, and I tried to like make it better and like smile and like wave to her, and she just did not fuck with me. And I was like, and then I woke up.
Okay, so do we have beef now? Like,
no, Vanilla. I don't know why my brain made you so mean. I just think
he's just my best friend.
Yeah, not to get too detailed about like my real life, but like I feel like everyone is stressed about money right now. Like, it is not an uncommon thing. It's not a taboo conversation at this point. So like it makes sense that in my dreams it manifested in this weird way. Like there's a cool thing, but then here's the bad thing. My dreams do that a lot.
Ugh.
So I just thought it would be a funny thing to bring up on the podcast. Hey Vanilla, like I love you, girl. You are so much fun. Your content is amazing and it makes me smile. I'm watching your YouTube videos and I can't watch them fast enough. It's great to just see you living your life and doing what you want to do and having fun while doing it.
The Ren Fair video was fucking hilarious.
Iconic. So good. And your outfit was great. I mean, I'm not one to say people need to start wearing labels to Ren Fair, but like...
That was...
You made it work. Also, I knew you weren't going to get out of that maze, girl. Not to be a hater. I saw it coming from a mile away. Because that shit's hard.
Yeah.
But
can't do a maze.
I love her face. That damn smirk. That meme has been getting me all the fucking time. That damn smirk.
It's the curled lip for me. That's fucking
literally. Amazing. And then I think the other thing that I have is just Atlanta. Like I went to Atlanta for shout out Isabella for their graduation from college from SCAD. John Baptiste was there. Natasha Lyonne said hello, but also low key right now it's fuck Natasha Lyonne. Sorry, Diva.
Girl, what's going on? What are we doing with all that bullshit?
I know you're not a big fan of David Lynch, but it's kind of gross to try to use him to say that it's okay, because I think real life David Lynch in real life was not a fan.
I just don't know if I believe that AI can be ethical.
It's not. It literally creates so much waste.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy how much waste it does. It's crazy how much it harms our environment just because of like CPU farms and GPU farms and shit like that. And it's not good. It never looks good. I can always tell when it's AI, and I feel like if the goal is to try to get it to that point where it's not, although if you go on the Wicked TikTok and you watch the new trailer, it says AI generated on the bottom. And I'm like, where the fuck was that AI generated? You better tell me right now. Don't fuck with me. Do not play with me. Don't do that. That's not cute.
Like, we can't just get a green screen anymore.
Exactly.
What's wrong with the green screen? Bring back green screens.
Bring back blue screens.
Bring back whatever fucking screen you need.
And color grading. And audio balancing.
He said, do better.
Yeah, no, literally. No, but like Natasha Lyonne said like words to the graduating class. Sebastian Stan said words to the graduating class. Coleman Domingo had words for the graduating class. John Baptiste played us this little light of mine, and then busted out his little like hand piano kazoo thing. It was really good. And I would edit clips in here, but we're not doing that, so sorry.
Sorry, guys.
But it was really cool.
I love that.
Went to the Atlanta Aquarium, ate. Would throw pics up here, but sorry.
Use your imagination.
Also, like, I know my family would be cool with being on the pod or whatever, but I also don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a really fun trip. It was very relaxing. We had a personal chef.
That's
all
so
things,
fucking cool.
And these are all things that are new to my family. Like, we didn't grow up like that. So the fact that we're doing it now later in life and my parents get to travel and do their hard work and stuff, it's great to see, like, as their kid.
Yeah. And now you can, like, remember it, you know?
Yeah, of course.
And appreciate it more.
Exactly.
Shout out.
Shout out Krista and Miro. Shout out Lynn and Dave.
Shout out. Shout out everyone.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I like watched or saw. Watched the Birdcage on the plane.
Love,
it's still fucking good.
Love the
still
Birdcage.
good. How about them dolphins?
We watched the Birdcage for my first time in college, and we were in his dorm, and I just remember sitting in, like, we had these, like, 2 desk rocking chairs in front of his, like, fucking big-ass TV for such a little dorm, and his, like, Spider-Man PS4.
Shouts out.
Yeah, and I just remember sobbing. I was like, wait, it's so sweet.
It's so good. And then the beginning, I still will say this, the beginning's real sus. Like, when he's like, you're cheating on me, and you go, he might be, and they start setting up the wine and stuff, and then Val comes in, and you're like, what is this? And then he's like, oh, you're my son. I was like, whoa, that was a weirdly sexual tension scene. Like, I get why it was done, but it's definitely like one of those things where you go, well, thank God. I still will say Robin Williams at that age in that movie is what I want to look like when I get to that age. Like,
Robin Williams.
And his performance in that is just phenomenal. Like, everyone's performance in that movie. Christina Baranski? Phenomenal. As Val's mom. Robin Williams and her singing and dancing together in that little scene when they're, like, rekindling their love. Cute.
Love.
And, of course, Nathan Lane. You don't need to say more, because Nathan Lane kind of steals the show.
I love that.
When he comes out in his little suit, and he sits down, he tries to look all masked, and, then he goes, why? So good.
That was such a good impression.
I hope they never touch that movie, like, or remake it.
No, they can't. Stupid. I hope not. That would be fucking awful.
Again, the only person I would accept in, like, to take over Nathan Lane's role would be Titus Burgess.
Wait.
But I don't know who would play Robin Williams. Pedro Pascal. We're cooking. We're cooking.
Wait. Trademark that.
But who would their son be? Like, the first thing that comes to mind is Timothée Chalamet, but I don't really like that. I don't think he has the comedic chops to play a cool character, but Val can be goofy. And, like, he's kind of shy and awkward. So part of me kind of wants to say that, could What's-His-Face do it? I can't remember his real name. Nate from Euphoria?
Jacob Elordi? Wait.
That might be good. And then I'm trying to figure out who would play the daughter, like the Republican's daughter. I'm trying to figure out who would play the Republicans, too.
God, that's tough.
And I also still think a story like that could work today, but I just don't think they should touch it. I think the time that it's made in, too, is also really special.
Just leave her be.
Leave it alone.
Leave her be.
Leave her alone.
We don't need remakes.
What else did I watched Wicked on the plane.
Love. I love that.
Can you guess where I turned it off?
Dancing Through Life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally, that song started playing, and I went, okay, I'm going to watch Birdcage.
God, that's my biggest gripe with him. He's like, I hate Dancing Through Life. And I'm like, so you hate fun? So you hate a good, jolly dance? Why can't he be, like, bisexual or something? Unless he's definitely a fucking...
fruit. Unless he's making out with Bach in the end credits, which I don't want that for Jonathan Groff. Sorry, girl. I don't know. I know that they knew when they were casting her in this movie that he was gonna have sexual appeal on both sides. Like, they definitely knew their audience when they were doing that shit. But part of me is just like, Jonathan Groff is in that one series with what's his name, where they're gay together. I have seen scenes of them having sex from that show, and holy fucking shit. Not to get too TMI, and I hope my ears are reflecting this, but like, it worked for me. I was like, whoa, dude. Like, whoa. I need to look up the name of the show now.
Wait, no, for real. I have no idea what
Also,
you're talking about.
you gotta start watching Overcompensating.
Oh, is that the show about the college kids?
Yeah.
Damn.
I also have to watch Adults.
Adults, yes.
Did
I
you
just
start?
saw that. No, but I want to. Mental note to start Adults and Overcompensating.
Oh, not Jonathan Groff. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I was like, hey Pookie, who
That's not
we
the
thinking
right guy.
about?
I'm sorry.
You're thinking of the
I'm
wrong
sorry.
gay guy.
I'm sorry. What's his name? Jonathan Bailey.
Yeah.
Both Jonathans, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Fellow Travelers. And he's in it with Matt Bomer.
I love him.
They play gay lovers, and it's crazy.
Did you ever see that movie with Matt Bomer and Mark Ruffalo, The Normal Heart?
No. Never even heard of it. The Normal Heart?
I think it's called The Normal Heart. It's basically about them being gay in, like, I can't remember when, but AIDS was really big.
The Normal Heart. There it is.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. It was like one of the first queer movies I watched, and it like literally broke my heart.
He's also in Time.
Oh my god.
The movie where you use your lifetime to pay for stuff.
Yeah. I never saw that.
Coffee's up to 12 minutes. What a crazy concept. I have to think about that sometimes.
I kind of...
No. Don't give you would give up an hour for Dunkin', and that's crazy.
Hell yeah.
I would... Guys! I did it! Maybe I'll edit this little bit in. I went to Chili's in Atlanta.
You went to the motherland.
I got the fucking triple dipper. It was fucking crazy. It was so good and so worth it. Forgot about sales tax. Fuck a sales tax.
Tax.
It was so good. The mozzarella sticks were great. You think you need more than 2, but they're big, bitch. Like,
I know.
They're the size of your phone.
I know.
Like, they're big. And then, like, the chicken crispers. I got the chicken crispers, the mozzarella brick. That's what I'm calling it. And the sliders. All of it was good. Like, all of it was good Midwestern comfort.
Yes. That's what Chili's is. Did you guys get chips and dip?
Yeah, we did. The chips are really good.
Chips are so good.
Shout out Elena, Stubbs' girlfriend. Is like a member at Chili's, so they get chips and salsa for free at the table.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, where do I become a Chili's member?
Girl, we don't have one out here.
I don't care. I want to support.
Drive down to Cali for it.
I want to support my girl.
No, real. No, it was really good. It was a really good experience. I like their mugs.
It's like it's not too cold on the outside. Like, you get the handle. Guys, Chili's, come to Oregon.
Yeah.
Please.
I know you guys closed your location, but just come back.
We miss you. I will single-handedly keep you in business, I promise.
Sorry
you.
also if the mic peaked, but it was really important, as you can tell.
Obviously.
Another staple that I went to without Maddie, and I went also because Bash is a Dunkin' girl. I went to Dunkin'. Got their, like, Dunkin' energy drink. Really good, low-key. Their food was really good. I got a biscuit, bacon, egg, and cheddar.
Okay.
Really good.
Slay.
Then Elena convinced me to get the she called them drunk. Well, they're like hangover potatoes, but it's their hash brown tater tots.
Oh my god.
With like nacho cheese and bits of bacon.
Ooh. Wait, that sounds big.
It was really good. She said it was really good hangover food. And then I got a secret third object that I ended up not eating, but saved for both of us to try here on the pod today. Because I feel like I need to bring a little bit of Dunkin' to you. She already knows what it is.
I love Dunkin'.
But it is this thoroughly rough iced strawberry lemon loaf cake.
I love this.
And
I'm
I
so
just
excited.
thought, I can't bring a drink all the way back to you. That's a little crazy.
No, that's a
but
little
what I
crazy.
can do for my girl is bring back a wrapped food product for us to try together.
Guys.
Again, had full intentions of eating it, and I was just like literally too full. That was the other thing that I liked about it. It might be greasy, but goddamn,
it's gonna fill you up.
It was good.
It's gonna fill you
Milady.
up. Ugh. Shut up.
It smells really
smells
sweet.
banging.
Yeah, it smells really good.
Here, for you.
Thanks. It got a little mushed in my...
I think it might make it better.
It might, actually.
Wait, you gotta
I threw it in the freezer as soon as we got home. I was like, I
so
can't
real.
forget about this.
Okay, Slay. Ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
Ah!
With the coffee?
You know what?
You know, hell yeah. With the coffee, it's not that bad. The strawberry, low-key, has a weird, like, medicinal taste.
It's like the fake strawberry, obviously.
Yeah, but it's good.
I might take this over the lemon loaf at Starbucks.
Oh, 100%. The lemon loaf at Starbucks has cheeks.
That's so good. Damn.
Have you had a gansito before?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Those are so fucking good.
Good, because now I don't have to try it with you on the podcast. I can keep it for myself for later. I bought one in Atlanta.
It's like with the strawberry filling,
yeah,
right?
wrapped in chocolate with the yellow cake.
Yes, it's like a Twinkie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mexican sweet treats go way
Oh my
harder.
god, they're so good.
I'm a big fan of the cracker with the 4 little puffs of coconut on top with the little raspberry stuff in the center. You know what I'm talking about?
No, but hell yeah. I'm so down.
Let me see if I can find a picture, because you might have had it. Hold on.
That sounds good. Guys, this is actually kind of good. What would you rate it out of 10? I'd say
7.5.
I'd give it a solid 7, yeah.
It's literally called sponge.
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 That'd be a good name for a cat. No, I've never seen that.
So it's a little thick, like, Triscuit cookie.
Okay.
With, like, 4 marshmallows on top that have coconut on it. And I'm not a coconut girl.
Yeah.
And then, like, a dollop of, like, raspberry in the center, like some type of, like, fruit compote. Obviously not real fruit. But it's so good. The crunchy texture biting into the marshmallow with your top teeth while your bottom teeth bite into the cracker. And it's, like, kind of vanilla-y.
Love.
It's really... I can eat, like, 1 or 2, and then I'm like, it's too sweet, I'm done. But it's really good.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, I think
Is that a Michigan thing? Or
No,
what
it's a Mexican candy.
Oh, it's a Mexican candy.
Yeah, that's why it's
Hell
called sponge.
Oh. Hey, guys.
Sponge. It's literally...
Let me keep up.
It's under the category of Mexican cookies. Apparently...
What does sponge mean? Is that a...
Sponge.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
Can we see in different colors?
I'm going to be circling back to that.
You want it?
Maybe I was a little inebriated last night when I was writing it down in my notes. And
You
I
want to
can't
know what
remember.
I fear we just looked like?
What?
Have you seen the SpongeBob SquarePants movie?
Yeah.
You know when they're like, mustard or ketchup, and they slap their knee. Also a goated movie.
I love that movie.
The SpongeBob movie.
The salty spittoon.
I'll never forget when I was watching it with my parents and my uncle, and we get to the part where they're drying out under the heat lamp, right? And it's not a heat lamp, it's just a lamp. But my uncle goes, "This is getting really sad." Like 8-year-old me is like on the verge of tears, like, wait, is this the end of SpongeBob?
No, literally.
And then through true best friend platonic love.
Exactly. Us.
Literally us. What would be our last song if we're dying next to each other? What would be our last song that we go out to? I don't have an answer for this, so it's just like you.
Probably that Seal song.
Baby.
Yeah.
I can kiss from a rose. Also heartfelt enough to qualify.
Exactly.
That.
Maybe that Jeff Buckley song. It's never over.
Oh my god.
Oh, my love.
All of a sudden we're dying and you just hear, I'm just living that life
Life
on Dutch. Also, like, again, top tier voice acting. Cause that I'm a goofy, like, literally sounds like his dying words.
No, guys, did we listen to SpongeBob's dying fucking words?
Yeah, that was great. I'm a goofy rock. So good. Oh my god.
And then they get And then they ride on David Hasselhoff's butt cheeks.
Yeah, they do.
No, I don't think it's his butt cheeks.
He puts them in between his pecs.
Right?
Yeah.
His pecs. That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, first they're they're on his back, and he like speedboats out to Bikini Bottom, and then he stands upright, somehow standing in the middle of the ocean, or he floats upright, and he puts them between his pecs.
That's what it is.
And they go, wow. And then he fucking flexes and rockets them down to Bikini Bottom to save the day. To get the crown to save Mr. Krabs to save the day. I forget what their little jingle is. We'll get the crown and save the town. And Mr. Krabs! I think that's what it is. No, I think that was Disney's Disney. I think that was Nickelodeon's last great movie.
If you didn't get to watch SpongeBob as a kid, I'm so sorry. I'm
Diva.
so sorry.
You must be out of a lot of phrases that people find funny.
Which is really sad, and I'm sorry.
Pretty patties.
Pretty patties. Guys, I'd fuck up a pretty patty.
Me too.
What color would you pick?
That like teal one.
I like that. I would do the red.
Yeah, I was gonna say the red maroony purple one looked really good too. Ugh. It made all my hair yellow, or whatever the fuck she says.
I can't believe there's not like a theme park that's not SpongeBob theme. Is there?
There might be, just not in America.
I don't count the Mall of America as like little fucking SpongeBob thing enough.
Oh, no, I think that counts.
Does it?
Nickelodeon owns the entirety of that theme park on the inside.
Damn,
because then we have the legendary Shell Spinner.
Yes! I love her. I love her so much.
She's just living that life.
Oh my god. If you guys don't know about this, there's this roller coaster called Turtle Shock or Shell Shock.
Shell Shock.
Shell Shock. And this diva on TikTok, probably YouTube, I don't know who she is, just goes on like every fucking day and just spins and spins and spins on this ride.
She tries to get the most amount of spins because she found out that if you look like in some part of the machine, you can see how many spins you did. So she's trying to best her record every time. My favorite part, it might be fucked up, but when she does her little feet kicks to get the thing spinning, it's just so cute because even if it's not meant to help the thing get spinning, she's just that excited.
Yeah!
And with the ride, this bitch is fucking woo. Like she might fly off the thing.
It's so entertaining.
Yeah.
I could genuinely watch it for hours.
Speaking of things I could watch for hours.
Yes.
We haven't watched it yet, and I don't know if we ever will, but Final Destination 3. I'll bring it back up.
The roller coaster
a bunch of behind the scenes TikToks started coming up for that movie, and I watched them on YouTube back in like 2011, 2012. So this is not new news to me, but the people who the actors who were in the movie and who were on the coaster had to ride that bitch 22 times in one night. Yeah. Crazy. But they had a whole separate sound stage for like the more intricate shots. They had like a light machine that would like look like the carnival lights were passing and it would rotate. And they built like a whole fake roller coaster train car that they could position in different angles. So for a lot of the upside down facial reaction scenes, we get that where any of them are hanging upside down under their seats. That's what they're doing. And they're really hanging upside down.
That's fucking insane.
And so they were like, those days were exhausting. I'm like, yeah, no shit. And one of the characters that you have yet to meet, his character is like a pessimist, and his character's emo and like dark. His name's Ian. Love. But the actor who plays him is actually really ironic and funny. And so he's talking to the camera behind the scenes, like on set, about how like we're here for like X amount of hours a day or whatever. And then it cuts to the director. James Wong had no idea he directed that movie. He needs to come back to the series. James Wong is talking about how everyone is like brave for going through this and how it must be hard, and he couldn't imagine doing something like this. And then it cuts to this mega wide shot of Ian, the actor, hanging upside down in the roller coaster seat with a bunch of other people behind him, and it's dead quiet. And he just goes, "Yeah, this sucks balls." Like, you can't like, yeah, probably. Like, sorry, diva. Sorry we had to suspend you upside down like that.
Jesus, that's insane. Like, I could not imagine.
Yeah,
I would get sick.
then they're doing all this screaming and freaking out and stuff like that.
Acting.
And like there's one point where the actor who plays Kevin is like, they do a take and then immediately when they cut, he's like, I need to come down. And so they like, you watch as they like lower the thing and he writes his body up and you could see his head was like pink.
Oh my god. That's too much.
It takes a lot to make a horror movie.
That's too much for me. But props to y'all, because he fucking loves that movie, so.
Yeah, and like to find out James Wong did it. James Wong who did Insidious and The Conjuring.
Oh!
And,
okay.
Insidious, The Conjuring. He's done a couple of the Annabelle movies. Like, he's done a lot of those. So the fact to see that this was one of his like early starts and to know that it's probably one of the best reviewed movies in the series is really funny. So I hope he comes back to do it. I think it'd be fun.
That'd be dope.
Closing thoughts and remarks?
Oh,
here we go.
I got a little...
I can take a drink.
Oh,
no! I just spilled water in the stew. Guys.
It's
going to come out of our... It's going to come... What? We're going to get a charge.
We're getting charged by him. I did a little propaganda I'm falling for versus propaganda I'm not falling for.
Love.
Propaganda I'm falling for. Lola Young.
Yeah. Oh,
I love her. Holy shit, she is so good.
People who are like, she's a plant. I'm like, you weren't there on TikTok when she was sitting upside, when she was laying on that swing on her back singing.
She is no plant, and she is fucking talented.
Like
and
her
I love
and Hemlock Springs. Shout out Hemlock
Springs! What?
They came up.
You know Hemlock Springs?
Of course I do.
Ah,
that one music video she does where she paints on glass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love them. Their music is so fucking good. Wait, they're going on tour with Conan Gray and they're not coming to fucking Portland.
That's weird.
You guys, what?
Are they going to Seattle though?
No.
They're just ignoring the Pacific Northwest?
They're just ignoring the gays. Their audience. You guys, please add some Pacific Northwest.
Guys.
Yeah, exactly.
We should watch the Twilight movies and do a week-by-week update on them. I actually haven't seen them all the way through.
I'm so down for that.
Bet.
That sounds so much fun. Okay. I'm falling for the Ava Deborah Hex relationship.
Avora? 100%.
I'm here for you. Fuck, this one really pains me. McDonald's hash browns.
We might have to cut that.
Guys.
No, there's better hash browns out. Literally the pucks you can get from Trader Joe's.
Guys, McDonald's hash browns.
Let me make you a
good.
hash brown, mama.
I'm so sorry. Propaganda I'm falling for hiking.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Mac and I have been fucking hiking every weekend, and it's like, oh my god.
Just you and Mac?
Yeah, so
that's fun.
More propaganda I'm falling for is, this one's so corny. Wait, I don't know. Okay, wait, I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna prove my point. Being my most authentic self.
That's not corny.
Being your most authentic self. I think it's okay to be cringe. It's okay to be fun. It's okay to have a giggle. It's okay to have a laugh at yourself.
Like how I just said I had a dream about a popular streamer hating my guts.
Exactly.
For stiffing me on $220, which is a really oddly specific number.
But you gotta be yourself, you guys. And fuck anybody else.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Propaganda I'm not falling for. Gracie Abrams.
No, fuck Gracie Abrams.
Ethical AI.
Yeah, nope. That's not a thing. Sorry, divas.
And I'm not falling for, I'm gonna say it, Fletcher's new song.
Don't know who that is, so it's okay.
Let me give a 2-minute lore. Fletcher has built her career off of making songs about sapphic women and women loving women relationships. And she has always made songs like that. And she's never identified as a lesbian, but she recently came out with a song literally today called Boy. And basically saying like...
Oh, you told me about this.
Yeah, like, you guys probably don't want to hear it, but I kissed a boy and I fell in love with him. And I don't think that that's the problem. I think the problem is the way that it's being marketed.
Yeah. Especially, how long ago did that song come out?
Today.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So, I would have loved to give more time to this because it's really interesting.
Take up the time, Diva. Take up your space.
No.
Because you want to know who else we can wrap into this conversation? JoJo fucking Siwa.
No, literally, it's. I think we all love that you could be a bisexual baddie, but I think it's the way that you did it and you made it this, like, whole thing. And you were like, you guys aren't gonna like this, but I actually like, girl, it's okay. You can like boys, but...
Propaganda I'm not falling for.
I'm not falling for Fletcher.
Oh.
You tell me.
Propaganda I'm not falling for.
Say it.
Bisexuals. They have recently all
That's a crazy
they have all recently come out of the woodwork and been like, we're oppressed.
I've seen this.
We're tired.
Online. There's like... yeah.
And like, honestly, come correct.
I think...
Because, like, come correct us. Because, like, the conversation is, and the way that I'm seeing it, and the way that it's coming across my internet, is bisexuals being like, poor us. And it's like, is it, though? Like, you picked the...
Go.
You picked the safest option. No tea. You picked the safest queer option. Because you can pass. Does that make sense?
I think the problem with being bisexual... There's not a problem with being bisexual.
No, there's not a problem with being bisexual. There's not a problem with
being bisexual.
The people who are bisexual, though...
It's the people who are in a straight relationship. You are bisexual, and no one can take that away from you. You are queer, like you are the B in LGBT, you know?
Yeah, no, period.
Nobody's taking that away. But you are passing as a straight couple. And you have that privilege to pass as a straight couple.
And I also think there's a weird thing happening now where, and this is not all bisexual.
No.
But it's happened enough where it's getting to a point where it's like some people, I feel like they're doing it to be quirky or to have like a different thing about them. But when push comes to shove about eating box or sucking dick, all of a sudden it's, I don't want to do that. Okay, so then if you can't fall in love with someone of the same gender, if you don't see yourself getting married, if you don't see yourself having sex, if you don't see yourself like falling head over heels,
then you're just not. And that's okay. That's so okay. That's so okay.
But don't
babes.
be like, I kissed a girl one time and I think I'm bisexual. Like, it's one thing if you just did it and you're like, I'm going to explore this. It's another thing to say 5 years ago you kissed a girl and you think you're bisexual. Because there's 5 whole years where you were with a straight guy. You know? So you kind of closed the door. And like, I need my sisters. I need all my trans women. I need all my women. I need women identifying people to break the shackles of being with a man. I just need you to try more and go out there and try to date a woman. Try to be with a woman. Like, just try it. Because I guarantee you a lot of you bitches might be happier with the fact that you're with either a queer person or you're with another woman. Because unfortunately, when you're dating a man, you're dating someone who experiences a bunch of benefits. That's like my real hot take.
That's me too. Yeah, I feel that.
I don't know. Like, and it kind of feels like, I don't know. It's a really, really, really weird time because it wasn't always like this.
Yeah, and I don't know what changed. Why did we start getting like all fucking picky, you guys? Hey, what?
What is it? Lesbians calling out other lesbians for not being lesbian enough and shit like that. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, the whole discourse about, and I can't speak too much on it, I've just read about it. The discourse about, like, if you're a lesbian dating a trans man, you're not really a lesbian.
Do they identify as a man?
They're a trans man, yeah. But that's the thing, though, is if they don't undergo surgery and if they don't appear more masculine and they do appear more feminine, then the question becomes, is that, like, are you still dating a man, or are you dating a queer person? I like to think you're dating a queer person. And if you want to say you're dating a man, then you're dating a man, mama. But I can see why that conversation has started, but aren't we just too old for the semantics of situations like this? Are we not more progressively thinking? Like, it also just comes off as like hateful and mean to people that aren't doing anything to you. If that's how they choose to identify, and we've opened the door for people to identify however they want.
Can we just fucking let people, like, be people? Can we just, like, let people love people however they want to?
After we just were like, fuck bisexuals. But I do say that, like, I do think that the rampant conservatism we've seen growing in this country does kind of attribute to this, like,
100%.
weird JoJo Siwa thing and this weird, like, Fletcher thing.
It's just coming at such a weird time. And it's, like, another part that I have with the Fletcher thing is, like, she is signed off on this, like, letter she wrote as Carrie, which is her real name. But she's never gone by Carrie. It's always been Fletcher. So it's, like, are you trying to... Okay, now I'm just fucking grabbing at stones now, but, like, are you trying to erase Fletcher? Like, is this new era gonna be, like, all boy centralized? Which is, like, cool, but then I hope she doesn't expect, like, her lesbian fans to, like, stick around.
Especially if that was the audience you were captivating for a long time. That just kind of sucks.
And then also, like, the song is completely different from what her music before has been. I'm not an avid Fletcher listener, so, like, I'm just kind of seeing this on, like, she is a queer woman, and, like, that is just, like, what is in my circle, right? Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. It's just, it's kind of wrong with me. Her music before was, like, dance, like, pop, like, club, not club, but, like, kind of pop rock.
Yeah.
And now this is, like, acoustic, stripped down. And I'm just, like, it's weird. It's weird.
I definitely think that when it's not explicitly phrased, and then people don't have to tell you their sexuality or whatever, but when you make snap decisions like this, like when you do like a JoJo Siwa or a Fletcher, in this instance, in the under the umbrella of the conversation we're having, it just feels like you're queer baiting, and it feels like you got what you wanted, and you're just kind of like, no, this is who I actually am. Because a lot of these people won't release an official statement or say what they mean or say how they feel, and so as a viewer and as a listener, I can see how you would feel used by that. That sucks. Like, you got them popular, and then as soon as they get popular, I'm only doing straight stuff now because it's consumable. That sucks. But again, if they're genuinely in love, like if that's who they end up with and they're married for the rest of their lives, good for them. But like in this moment, it definitely sucks, and it doesn't. You're not the first person I've seen talk about this. So I know that it's not just you that feels this way.
No, and it's not, and, like, again, like, Fletcher, hope you're happy, girl. But, like, I don't know.
I hate
weird vibes. Just weird timing, and just, I'm not gonna lie, weird lyrics. Like, I'll show you after. But they're very off-putting. I don't know. Sorry, girl.
My last thing that I'm going to bring up, and you actually kind of opened the door for this, so thank you. I just don't like that people feel like, again, when you talked about being authentic, the people that I hate it from the most are celebrities. I think we're in an age now where when people can smell bullshit, they're going to call you out. 100%. And people have always, the general public has always been good about that stuff in American culture anyways. But to me, I think we're in a day and age now where, like, you have such open access to your fan base, and to not be able to, like, sit down on a live or release or, like, and I genuinely think, too, that sitting down on a live or doing a voice note, those things are more believable than, like, a Notes app apology or whatever.
Authentic.
It just feels more authentic, and it feels like I have an open dialogue with you, and I feel like at this point as a consumer, I would rather the people I like and the people that I want to let influence me and the people that I want to give money, I feel like the more honest they are with themselves and also just being upfront with who they are and what they believe in and what they stand for, I think that does more. And I think that people want more of that. It's why people like Hassan have gotten this super rally, because he is authentically voicing his opinion that a lot of people have. And that's why he has a platform that he does.
Absolutely.
I mean, even Vanilla Mace doing it in in a more casual way, but like, talking like I saw a clip about how someone in her chat was talking about how trans women aren't women, and she was like, "That's a weird fucking thing to just come in here and say."
That is weird. Why do people say like?
You think a woman isn't gonna stand with another woman? Are you fucking stupid?
I just like also Also, stop giving your fucking unsolicited opinion. Nobody fucking asked.
Especially if they're not even talking about that. She wasn't even talking about that.
Nobody fucking asked you.
And so I just think that, I think when it gets more into Hollywood, that's when it gets harder to like really get to know if the person that you're giving money to actually thinks you're on equal levels. Which is why people like Pedro Pascal have a big following, because he's also like a genuinely cool person and has put the money where his mouth is and done the walk. Mm-hmm. We need more genuine celebrities.
I agree.
Point blank and period.
I'm gonna do a quick. You get a good night's sleep.
Go for it.
You get a good night's sleep if you climbed on a ladder today and fixed a shingle on a roof. You get a good night's sleep if you have ever played the game Root. You get a good night's sleep if you wear perfume or cologne with sea salt in it. You get a good night's sleep if you have a cat. You get a good night's sleep if you are not wearing socks.
That's mean. Sorry, you guys aren't going to see.
The dogs were out and I just had to call them out on it.
You guys aren't going to see these dogs. I think it's the first time, maybe one of the few times I don't wear socks around Maddie. I'm such a sock girl, though.
I am too.
People don't need to see all that.
No, you all don't need to see my dogs.
People have a foot fetish, man.
Cut the cameras.
Happy Pride!
Cut the fucking cameras. Bye, love you.
Do do do.